AOC says so many people in this country hate women. Oh, geez. Even the guy at the party who pulls out a guitar is like, way to ruin the fun. You don't really love America if you hate half the people in it. And also if you hate a lot of the things that everybody always loved about it. There's an oft-repeated moment in political debates where the moderator says to the two candidates, say something nice about your opponent.
Ever since AOC was crowned the Democrats' great hope for 2028, Bill Maher's been ringing alarm bells louder than ever. He pulled the same move in 2024, warning the DNC when they went all in on Kamala Harris. They ignored him then, and we all saw how that turned out. Now he's back, fiery as ever, spotlighting the flaws in their latest pick. It's practically a plea, don't let history repeat itself.
What do you think of the fact that the people who are getting the big crowds right now are AOC and Bernie Sanders? They're going around the country. Thank you, there's that same guy. I call him the always wrong guy. Okay, but I feel like, big crowds, again, the shiny object that the Democrats chase all. It's not about the big crowds that come out to you when you're talking in a festival or wherever they are. I think it's because I think Bernie showed up at Coachella. That must have been fun for the fans. It's who shows up on Election Day. And I just don't see that's the ticket. I mean, Cory Booker, I know you've worked with him. I like Cory a lot from my home state of New Jersey. Made a speech for 25 hours. Again, just whacking each other off. This is just not what's going to get the job done.
Days after Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's name began circulating as a potential replacement for Kamala Harris, the momentum took a sharp downturn. Instead of rising to the occasion, AOC has been chipping away at her own credibility with a series of baffling media appearances. From questionable economic assertions to erratic policy rants, she's generated more skepticism than confidence. If this is who Democrats are eyeing for 2028, they may want to reconsider, because the more she speaks, the more voters are left wondering, is this really their best option? Statements like, employment is low because everyone has 2 jobs, or, unemployment is low because people are working 60, 70, 80 hours a week and can barely feed their kids, reflect a tendency to oversimplify complex issues. Her claim that capitalism hasn't always existed and won't always exist ignores the fact that, despite its flaws, capitalism has lifted more people out of poverty than any other system in history. Add in the disjointed commentary like, those things you discuss are part of the course of human evolution, and the confusion only deepens. It's this kind of rhetoric that keeps figures like Bill Maher sounding the alarm. Strip away the dramatic speeches, the performative outrage, and the endless social media spectacle, and what's left is troublingly thin. AOC often mistakes volume for vision and conflates provocation with leadership. There's little substance, no clear strategy, just a performance aimed at engagement over governance. Maher isn't speculating, he's reading the political landscape. And if Democrats choose to pin their 2028 hopes on AOC, they're not just taking a risk. They're potentially setting the stage for a full-blown political disaster.
Employment is low because everyone has 2 jobs. Unemployment is low because people are working 60, 70, 80 hours a week and can barely feed their kids.
Everybody's an idiot except for me.
Capitalism has not always existed in the world, and it will not always exist in the world. When this country
It is the system that, unlike all the others, has lifted more people out of poverty over the course of human history than any other system.
Well, so I think that those things that you talk about, that you discuss, are part of the course of human evolution.
Democrats are rapidly losing support as more of their base grows weary of the party's focus on identity politics. President Biden didn't exactly bow out with dignity. His final stretch in office was marked by confusion, fatigue, and a string of broken promises. Vice President Kamala Harris didn't help matters, often delivering rambling speeches and muddled messages that pushed voters away rather than rallying them. Meanwhile, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is doubling down on the same ideological echo chamber that's driving Middle America toward the exits. Hoping Gavin Newsom or Tim Walz will turn things around. That's a tough sell. Both are weighed down by controversial records, performative politics, and policy choices that tend to alienate more voters than they engage. Even lifelong Democrats are beginning to shift toward the center, explore independent options, or disengage altogether. The core problem isn't just weak leadership, it's an ideology increasingly detached from economic realities, public safety, and everyday common sense.
This is a serious problem for Democrats. Less than 1 in 4 Democrats under 30 say they're proud to be an American. 54% say they're embarrassed by it. Embarrassed? Like America's your mom picking you up at school? You're embarrassed to be an American? Well, guess what? The feeling's mutual. Because you have no perspective. Is America perfect? No, of course not. No country is.